right. So it goes back. We decided to make Legion 9 a standalone game, basically. So it's more likely a spin-off kind of thing, loosely connected to King Arthur Knight's Tale, but you don't really have to know the story of King Arthur Knight's Tale. It's a standalone game, and you can jump into it right away. So you don't have to play through King Arthur Knight's Tale, which is a very long game with a lot of missions. So I think this is a good way to introduce the whole universe we created around King Arthur to new players, I think. And obviously the theme is more likely a Roman theme and not necessarily the classic King Arthur thing, but it is loosely connected to it.
Okay. How did you make the crossover from being Roman legionnaires towards the Arthurian saga? Like, is there like some lore or book connections in terms of like the timeline, or did you just thought it would be a nice, interesting fitting for the legionnaires to appear in these magical lands of Avalon?
So historically, I think it fits because at that time Romans were around, that part of Europe, and the Ninth Legion of Rome was a real thing. It existed, but the story about it is that I think they vanished. So no one knows what happened to this infamous legion in real life. So we thought this would be a good premise for this story, and and in our game, the story starts when the tribunus, so the leader of this infamous legion, arrives in Avalon. You're gonna see how they arrive in Avalon, and then they have to figure out what to do there. Avalon is a magical land. We all know from the Arthurian myth, and our main character will be Gaius Julius Mento. So he's the tribunus, or the tribune of this Ninth Legion, which is here in our game is an undead legion to do a bit of a twist.
Okay, why undead, and what's happening there?
I mean, first of all, I think they look kind of cool, like undead Romans. Why not?
Totally agree.
So you'll be able to play with undead Romans, and also the enemy factions that might appear during the missions could be undead Romans as well. So why you explore Avalon and explore the whole land, you have to decide how to act there. Do you want to be someone who could be a powerful daemon, or do you want to be a good guy? So there will be a lot of choices you have to make.
Nice. So you brought in some sort of let's call it morality to decide if you want to be typical good or evil, or is there not such thing as black and white?
Yeah, our previous game, Knight's Tale, had the morality chart.
Mm-hmm.
In that game, you could have a Christian or a tyrant, rightful. So there were a lot of options. Here you can choose 2 ways, and because it's obviously it's a standalone game which first started as an expansion, so it's a bit shorter than Knight's Tale, which doesn't mean a lot because Knight's Tale was super long. And yeah, of course, through your actions, your main character could restore his humanity, maybe, because they are undead, or maybe they can even become like more demonic at the end. And we are planning to do multiple endings, so should be interesting.
Okay, so depending, I guess, on what kind of lineage you lean towards to, you get either ending A, B, or C. And I love how strongly does a player feel or see the consequences of his choices of action? Like, will there be
So your
the
choices.
look different? Will be the worlds adapting to what you decide and do? How does it work in the game?
Yeah, totally. I mean, in every mission you have to make very powerful choices, and with these choices you can unlock passive bonuses, for example, or active bonuses to your character. So it will more likely be a gameplay mechanic that you can use during your fights. And of course, you know, you can unlock very powerful skills if you stick to like one side, let's say.
Okay, so you can like be in the mix between them. You don't have to like necessarily focus on one side.
I think you have to focus on one side because it's two sides. So
Okay.
you'll have to decide, you know, which side to choose. But the main difference compared to Knight's Tale is that the end game maps will be different.
I see.
Depending on your choice, yeah.
So now that we're drawing a little bit of a comparison to Knight's Tale, what kind of improvements do we see at play compared to people who have played King Arthur Knight's Tale?
Yeah,
like what is different, what has advanced, or what kind of new twist and mechanics did you build in?
Yeah, a lot have changed because we had to make adjustments because of the length of the game and the size of the game, and because it's a more compact experience, a more character-centric vibe, you know. In Knight's Tale, you had like 30 or 35 or something like that heroes. That's like basically a huge version of the round table. And here you'll have 6 heroes, but these 6 heroes will be like together mission where you gather them, you know. But after that, it's your main party, and you have to, you know, min-max. You can min-max them. You don't have to do very tough choices, you know, who to bring to one mission or another. And this means that you can just, you know, min-max them and use all their skills to your advantage. And we are introducing a lot of new skills to the game. Ultimate skills and word abilities, so there will be a lot of more choices compared to Knight's Tale.
I'm liking the premise of that it's getting closer together, and you have probably bonds stronger to the smaller party that you have at hand. That also gives you the chance to bring out a more stronger narrative, focusing only on a few individuals instead of a huge round table. And length is not always everything. So I like, me personally, I enjoy a more compact and more story rich, more heavy decision kind of gameplay, instead of having something like super long where, you know, it just keeps on going on for hours and hours at the end.
Yeah, totally. That was something that we learned from Knight's Tale, that some people, you know, liked very, very long gameplay and grinding and collecting loot. But now we are focusing on more character-centric, more narrative-centric, you know, gameplay. But honestly, I mean, the game kind of long. I would say still, it's I think it's 15 maps, 15 kind of long maps, and also we are planning to add an end game, you know, part, which would be less character centric. It's basically, if you want to just you know, keep min-maxing your characters, this will be the perfect feature for you. But the story will end after like I think 50 maps, which is still kind of long. I mean, Knight's Tale had 4 acts. And
how many hours are like speaking about?
Yeah, I mean 20-25 hours if you play on normal, but you can play on very hard or a roguelite mode. All these features will be in the game. So let's say if you play on very hard, this will be a long experience.
I mean, 20 hours is already a very solid and strong experience to play. A lot of people, from what I see, don't have either the time to sit so many hours behind it, or just lose interest after too many hours behind it. But I'm excited. What is the roguelike mode incline? Is it like some sort of like a specific mechanic? Is it a permadeathy thing, or are we talking about one save file and you cannot reload your mistakes?
You only have autosave when you quit the game. So yeah, it's permadeath basically.
Yes, I love it already.
I mean, it's a feature that you have to add in a game like this, and a lot of players really enjoy that in Nice Tale. So we definitely want to add it in this game too.
Of course. Now that we have some footage here going on from gameplay itself, how does the gameplay? Of course, we have it in turn-based combat, but what, for example, do those helmets mean above your HP? And how does a round play? Just give us a quick throwover.
Yes, your heroes or your legionnaires have a vitality here. And the big difference compared to Night's Tale, where you had HP, vitality, and you could easily die. You know, you could lose a character, and then they end up in the crypt in Camelot. Here, you won't have that because it's a party containing 6 characters. Then we made a choice to let them just simply resurrect because they are undead, you know, or maybe resurrect is not the correct word, but you know, they can just heal themselves after the battles, which might sound, you know, an easy feature, that this is some kind of easier, you know, thing, but honestly it won't really make the game easier. It will make more accessible, I would say. But yeah, you're gonna have an HP, armor, all kinds of resistances. You can gear up your characters with weapons, armor types, trinkets. So all that you might want to have in a tactical RPG game, you're gonna find it here.
I like the art direction that you went for it. This kind of like gruesome, grim, dark, bloody. Is the combat animation themselves, are they also, I don't know, will we enjoy some sort of finishing attacks that they will do on the enemies when you have the last blow going on? I'm now thinking of like comparison like XCOM with zoom in, slow-mo cuts.
I think we did execution animations in Martyr, but here we are not really into that. I mean, I think there's one character with an execution skill. You might want to use that, but yeah, we think it's kind of like a neocore thing that we really like to do, like dark and bloody, like gory games for some reason. And Legion 9 isn't really different from that. It will be a kind of dark vibe, dark atmosphere. Avalon here is a really dark land. And I think the feedback from Nice Tale was that people kind of like that, you know, so we are doing something similar here as well.
And I think you did a really good job from it. It looks good. The trailer already is looking very promising, giving you that good start into the atmosphere and what to kind of expect. And also, I don't know, give you this vibe of glory and trying to figure out what's going on with your Legion and why you're here and what's happening with Avalon. And I'd say, at this point, Gergo, I say thank you for hanging out with us, for presenting your upcoming game coming up in May. What date exactly?
It will be out in one month, almost exactly in 1 month, 9th of May.
9th of May. There we go. Chat, if you liked what you see, definitely you have all the links available in the chat, also linked on top. Have a look at it. Wishlist it if you like what you see. And Gergo, thank you kindly. We're going to hop into some gameplay, and I wish you all the best and great success for the launch in 1 month.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you kindly. So, ladies and gentlemen, King Arthur Night Still. Let's hop into it. I'm excited. King Arthur Legion 9. Look at the art direction. Very grim, very teethy. Oh, I love it. It's so dark and grim. So we're going to go for new game. We are going for roguelite. And we're going to play it normal just for the sake of showcasing it and being able to progress a little bit and not have to min-max too much in order to show you some parts of the game. I'm going to call this a test run. And let's hop right into it. I didn't know that Beetlejuice mentioned something about Camelot. He was asking, can we have all the 6 all in combat, or is it maxed out for 4 party players? Nigor Games answered, yes, you can have a full party with 6. You'll be able to bring all 6 characters into your mission. I love it. So we're going to have a lot of potential for tactics and skilling our purple. Very lava-esque.
Another pit of the underworlds. Again.
This is not the underworlds. As a flamen of Orcus, the priest of the Lord of the Dead, I can feel the difference.
What difference? Just look around.
Volcanoes are the gates to the underworlds. We are almost free. Believe me, Tribunus.
How can you be so certain?
I've been sensing the presence of a Roman shrine for a while. It beckoned to me like a sacred flame. That couldn't happen in the underworlds.
A Roman shrine? Could we be back in Italia?
I doubt it. I doubt it. Ooh, dual swords. Okay,
It
so
is
we have 2
definitely
gladiuses.
not Italia. We are somewhere else. Somewhere more dangerous and well protected.
I see. In here already it starts with us being able to do decisions towards the game. Let me know how the audio mix is, chat. If you like how loud it is, if we are loud enough. What makes you see that?
The simple fact that we seem to have arrived without our soldiers.
The Legionnaires have crossed the worlds with us until now. What went wrong?
I have no idea. This place is ancient. I can feel it, but I need to know more.
We may not have much time before this land banishes us as well.
Whatever protects this land from invaders, it is very powerful. We will use that power to fulfill our Emperor's wish.
And find my Manipulus again. I wonder where the Manipulus is.
Protect you, my Tribunus.
I wonder where the Manipulus is. And what a strong Legionnaire here with the tower shields. Very demonic looking. Nice. Okay, so we can click around in order to move. We can use VSW. Will the game itself have...
Birds. Can you remember seeing any birds or trees down there?
If you mean living birds or trees, then the answer is no.
Oh, because they're all pretty banged up. I wonder if the game will have controller supports.
Interesting.
What do we have here?
Stand back while I count the spoils.
Some gold. Very much. Oh, humans!
Evil spirits!
Lord, have mercy on us.
All the poor souls. I mean, I would
Did
also
you
run.
see it? Living flesh.
Let's follow them. They'll probably lead us to a settlement.
True, I would also run. Manipulus sounds like one of those stick grabbers. What is a stick grabber? Oh, what's that?
Everything in that chest belongs to the Legion.
Okay, a potion and some things. What can the potion do? Heals us 50% vitality and removes damage over time. Okay, so it also heals if we have like bleeding or some
Do you
dots on
believe
us.
me now, Tribunus?
Maybe.
I honestly don't know, but you might be right.
What do we
Why
have here?
aren't you working, slave?
The
Picts!
monsters crawled out of the burning pit.
The pure humans.
What strange-looking Italians.
I never said we are in Italia.
Whatever. Let's talk to them.
Go! Raise the camp! Halt, ugly spirits! Return to your pit.
The answer's already. I'm not an Adonis anymore, but you don't look any better.
In the name of the old gods, I command you again. Leave.
Do you really think this will work on us?
I don't know what kind of spirits you are, but I warn you. This land is under the protection of the old gods. Leave now.
You're right, we're evil, terrible spirits. I would run if I would be you.
We are not running. The old gods will protect us.
So be it then. And here we go. Your turn. Okay, let's have a look here. We are having action points in the middle. We have an armor value that will subtract hit damage. We have a block chance with a physical debuff resistance. We have mental debuff resistance. And we have 2 injury tokens. Every token saves the hero from 1 injury, restores after the mission. Okay, so it looks like we are playing our whole crew and use all our AP. Then we end our turn, and then is the enemy's turn. So it's more or less squad versus squad instead of having a turntable with different initiatives and different whatnot. We also have an directional attack system, so that means there is flanking damage, there's backstabbing damage that you cannot really block if you get backstabbed, of course. Okay, we have 2 painted bowmen, and we have our Gaius Julius Mento over here. What do we have? We have a normal strike doing 5 to 8 damage. We have a jumping attack doing 10 to 16 damage. We have a cooldown on those attacks. Invocation of Mars. Your hero's weapons damage is increased by 25% for 1 turn. Okay, so it's like buffing our blades in a sense. I wonder if the characters will get an different visual appeal depending on items and other stuff that you find. If their weapons will change, if the sort of shield they're holding will change. So, let's deal with the warrior. Although, maybe with the archer. Can I jump from over here to him? I wonder. The range of the jump is 2 to 4. Could be doable. What does our...
Tartarus awaits.
I call him magician can do? Our Plutonius Nerva. So we have an Grave Conduit, range attack that deals more damage the more hurt the target is. Okay. We have an Unholy Chain, establish a link between 2 enemies that are not further than 4 tiles away. And then we can make a death hex on somebody, lowering his vitality to below half. Oof, that is nasty. You know what? Let's lower his vitality to half for this turn. Ooh. Then...
It's my turn again?
we're gonna enhance our blades. And then we're gonna make a jumping attack on him. Straight up. Ooh, that was a nice hit. He is, from the looks of it, bleeding. Now he has 2 vitality. And he's bleeding 2 to 3 damage. So that means we don't need to focus on him, because he will die next turn. Okay, he has already an indicator that is blinking up, showing us probably that he will end when it's his turn.
We are Legion.
What does our shield bearer have? A normal strike. We have a shield bash that knocks people back, and we have a protective shield, creates orbiting shields around an allied target that blocks 3 incoming hits. Perfect. Let's use this on our Gaius Julius Mento. And then we have some more slots available. We're gonna make 1 step ahead. And with that, we can either go into Overwatch or reserve our points and take them over into the next turn. Let's reserve our points. Perfect. Same will go for you as well. Same goes over here. And we're ending the turn. There we go. He's bleeding out. Archer is taking a shot, taking one of the arrows down. Oh, they have 2 shots. My calculations might have misstepped over here. Well, a little bit of our armor got scratched. Nothing too serious. Good. I could run up to him and start attacking him, or move on to the other one. So what I would like to see if I can link them both up. That would be great. So we're gonna move 2 steps ahead. And now see if we can make an unholy chain between those 2. It's 1 slot too far away. That's a shame. Good.
demons.
Then we're gonna go in. Full on and give him a slash attack. He's down to 4. He's bleeding 2 damage. So he will survive the next attack if it comes to it. And you're gonna come up into his space. Hopefully that will hinder him in terms of how good he can shoot or not. And yeah, let's give him a shot. Oh, zapped him away beautifully. So, moving over here. With that, we're done with our turn. Straight up shot in the face. He blocked 1, but a little bit of his armor went away. Let's try if we can backstab him. Let's move up here. And attack him from behind. Oh!
You are right.
Like it.
This is not Italia. But I have an educated guess who are these barbarians.
Speak. You have a lot of explaining to do.
These were picked warriors. Sulla and I fought them once in Eboracum. I remember these painted devils clearly.
Eboracum.
Centuries after your death, it was a Roman province in the north of Britannia. There I met Sulla before I persuaded him to recruit a legion in Tartarus.
Ooh, I see. Scotland, yeah. The former native inhabitants of the English territory were Picts. Our 9th Legion.
Exactly. The best soldiers who ever served Rome during its long history. Legionnaires who were once ready to die for Rome. Like you, Gaius Julius Mento.
Britannia, yes, I knew where it was. Some Rome conquered that land too.
Yes, it was taken by your glorious kinsman, Julius Caesar, Rome's greatest general.
Mr. Caesar, Gaius Julius Caesar. I've heard a lot about him. He lived a few decades after me.
Emperor Sulla has a huge respect for him. That is why he chose you as his tribunus. Your bloodline is noble. You are from the best dynasties of Rome.
Does that mean we would be in Britannia?
Well, we are definitely not in Britannia. This land is magical. I can feel it. It's not the underworlds, but it's still connected to the afterlife and the gods.
That sounds all exciting. Let's explore. Good. Loot. I'm a loot goblin.
Filling the Legion's coffers.
There we go. Demonic bonds. So
They seem to be terrified of the Legionnaires here.
it looks like they're
Nero would
terrified.
Explain the reason why much better than I could.
Anyway, fear is good.
Could be, could be. So I'd say we follow those people before we explore the map further. Because they definitely lead us straight to their camp. If they had such a thing. There we go. We have some buildings up ahead. Some wagons. Let's circle around over here. Oh, pigs. Hello, little oinkies.
Look, cattle.
Yeah,
There must be people in this village.
exactly. Wow, that looks really, really good.
This village is empty. Where is everyone?
They're hiding.
Not everyone. Look,
Hello, village lady. Red-headed.
Salve, Legionnaires.
Oh, Salve, you're the first person who is not afraid of us.
I am afraid, but I had no choice. The masters sent me to talk to you.
The masters. Oh, she's a slave. Masters? Do you mean the painted Picts?
Yes. We are all their slaves here. They make us collect sulfur from the burning pit.
You're a brave woman. Are you Roman by any chance?
Yes, I am. My mother was. My name is Flora. There are a few former citizens of Nova Roma around here.
Nova Roma, New Rome. Interesting. This is so wrong. No Roman should ever become a slave to barbarians.
And yet this is what happened. One day they came, slaughtered our people, and made the survivors their slaves. We had no chance against them. Perhaps you will save us.
Definitely.
Thank you. Be aware. The masters are watching you, even now. They are planning to ambush you as soon as I give them the sign. I'll have to. Please be prepared.
Nova Roma. Tell me more about this before.
That used to be our colony. Once a Roman city. Now it's just haunted ruins.
We must visit this Roman city.
It is down in the valley.
In a valley,
An
okay.
hour's walk from here. But the road leads through the main camp of our masters. I don't know what kind of monsters you are, but even you won't have it easy.
I see, I see. I love the voice acting. Really good voice acting there. We'll handle these barbarians. Now go. The Legion Eagle. Ooh. Okay, we get it in ambush here. Orientation. So, we have one picked warrior on this side. We have these two over here. The picked chosen and a bowman. Good.
What is your wish?
So,
Just a friendly bout, till they are dead.
I cannot interconnect them. I could connect these two, but then they will shoot us in the back. Let's focus on the right side one. So I'm gonna move over here. Then we're gonna sharpen our blades with Invocation of Mars. Then we are lowering in his HP to half. Very good, some necrosis going on. Then we can put a bond between you two. Beautiful. And
It's my turn again.
then we can jump at him. Nice hits. He's bleeding 2 to 3 damage, so he will survive this, sadly. Can we move over here? Okay. It's the question, who will they focus? So I'm gonna move into the fronts up here. Put a protective shields on... Let's put it on Julius.
Don't wait for my orders.
There we go. Gonna reserve that point.
Tartarus awaits.
I'm gonna turn you around to the front. And we are good to go. Okay, we're getting 2 shots in. The shields are blocking it.
Curse you.
We're getting some backstab shots in. I should have turned him around. Very good, the bleeding took him. Invulnerability. That is good to know. So I'm gonna move up here to you. I'm gonna reserve that point. So with you, I'm gonna do a shield bash. Interesting, it also pushed back. I'm wondering, if I attack him, he's invulnerable now. Yeah. He has invulnerability. Becomes invulnerable for 1 turn, so... I wonder if I attack him, if that damage goes over to him nonetheless. Let's give it a try. Yeah, he's not getting any damage. So, I'm gonna move behind cover. That's a half shields. I mean, better than nothing. And we're gonna take our first shots at him. Oh, I love that zapping. Very Inquisitor-like. There goes the next shields.
Still here.
There goes 1 damage.
Gods are testing me.
Ooh, the backstab shots, they hurt.
My corpse is hurting.
I can't imagine that it's hurting. So, let's move behind you. Backstabbed. Oh, they're not linked anymore. That's a shame. That is a shame. There comes a swing. There comes another. That one I'm gonna save. This should do the deal. Perfect. 24 damage. We're gonna turn around into this direction. Up front, we're gonna save our AP, and we're gonna enter the turn.
Got me.
Down his armor. We still have some potions, but I don't think we need them. Therefore, I'm gonna go 1 closer. And some backstabbing attacks. Another backstabbing attack. Chef's kiss. Oh, there are more coming.
Thank you, Legionnaires.
Who are those people with you?
They are slaves, like me. If you really attack the main camp, they will be there to help you.
I can see they have weapons, but can they fight?
They are not warriors like you, but they are our best. And they want to fight for their freedom.
Fair enough, fine. We'll see what they are capable of. Okay, so we got reinforcements when attacking their main camp. Okay.
This is an insult to Rome. The picked savages must die. The 9th Legion will restore order to the world.
Fiat Ordo.
Lovely. I would love here a little text box to have like a log of what they said. Because sometimes you don't pick up certain phrasings, or they're using Latin. And I'm always a curious soul, and I'd like to look at the words, dissect it, or have even a log to see what attack did what damage. So kind of like a combat log mixed with dialogue log. Is your mousepad movement on this mode? Yeah, you can just click to move around. I'm just using the VSW and camera to slightly move around. Makes it, for me, feel a little bit more cinematic. Okay, that's the Nova Roma camp. Down there we have a campfire. Remembering from King Arthur's prior title, on campfires you could tend to your armor.
Ruins. Perhaps that is the sanctuary that led you here, Flamen.
I felt a much stronger force. This is just a roadside shrine, but it's an encouraging sign indeed.
Okay, what does the roadside shrine does? The shrine will unleash the following powers: lasting protection. We do not know what lasting protection is. We're not getting any inputs by hovering over it. Let's give it a try. Use it. And I would like to have it on Gaius Julius Mento, because he's more of like the front-line charger. Lasting protection. Max armor until the end of the current mission. Okay. So 25% more max armor. Fair enough. There's some dead animals. Oh boy. A worm. It went away. And we're about to
I can
camp.
sense magic. Something is hiding there. Approach with caution.
Maybe we shouldn't go any closer.
But I need a camp, so we are going to go closer.
Soldiers, look.
We are definitely going to go closer. We're going to go from this angle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that was a wrong decision. That was a very wrong decision.
Bow to orders.
So we definitely want to link you two. Good. If I lower his vitality. Does that trigger your vitality as well because you're linked? Interesting rendition of Dune. Elvis Brain, how you doing? This game is itself a standalone. It's in not necessarily continuation of the storyline, but they've worked a lot of some advancements in their mechanics, in how it plays, and it's its own standalone story where you are playing an resurrected legion of the Romans who seem to find themselves here in Avalon, and they try to orientate themselves, and step by step you find out what's going on. But there you go, near quarter. Says that's in the same universe and it's loosely connected. You can enjoy a game without playing King Arthur's Knight's Tale perfectly. So let us lower its vitality to half. If I move, I'm getting attack of opportunity. I don't want that to happen. I wonder how far I see. Okay, that's how far they can go. Good.
Oh, we just want to steal your souls.
Let's make a move for it. Let's brighten our strength. Let's make it jump. Okay, if I jump it, it kills it instantly. If I jump over there, it kills it instantly. So I would like to just move up here then. Give it a strike, because they're linked. Strike. It kills both. Yes! Perfect. I didn't want to go closer. That was a misclick from my side. You're gonna turn around. You're gonna remain in this position. You, my dear friend, gonna put a protective shield on Gaius Julius Mento. So the next 3 incoming attacks are protected. Then you gotta turn around here, and we're gonna save our AP. We'll let them come to us. There we go. Okay, they're crawling around, I see. Oh, they have quite a range. He couldn't attack anymore. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. There are also some moments of nostalgia sprinkled in. Lovely. So, we have here 3 targets nearby. Jump attack would definitely kill it. Normal strike seems to also kill it. Worm of the Earth. Let's take him out. Beautiful. Very disgusting, very gruesome. I love it. Let's shoot the Worm of the Deep. He's down to 4. He's bleeding with 2. So in 2 turns he would die.
Tremble before me.
Let's see for you. Let's give you some strikes here. He's down to 5. And killing blow. Perfect.
Ready.
Still want you to turn around into this direction.
From the bowels of
As for
hell.
you could shoot into that target. You could kill shots that target. No, you can't, because our dear companion is standing in the way. So I'm gonna use a shot towards that Worm of Earth. Yes, and I'm gonna move up over here and turn you around, so we're not up close. We're gonna save those AP. We're gonna save those AP. Let them come. Died from bleeding. Perfect.
That one went deep.
We're bleeding. We're poisoned. Not liking that. With 3 more targets,
My corpse is hurting.
I think we can play this off. So this one shot is killing that little one. The second strike is putting you into bleed. Bleeding 2. Suffers 2 damage at the start of their turn and after every action. So it will get a total of potential 4 damage. Maybe potentially killing itself.
The Imperator is my shield.
You're definitely taking out Dad. And moving 1 step forwards. I'm gonna hold your position here. I cannot attack again.
Don't waste my time.
And I could shoot a kill shot on it. Or that creature. Worms of the Deep gets Necrosis on it. What does Necrosis do for us? Necrosis 1 for 2 turns. It does suffers 1 damage at the start of their turn. Damage increased by 100% every turn. Physical debuff resists reduced the rates of damage in their turn. Beautiful. There comes the attack. It's gonna bleed out. Okay. Down it goes. Down it goes.
I just started getting into it.
Disgusting. Okay, now we have an camp mechanic at play here. Where we can either lick our wounds and restore our vitality, or repair our armor. And I think we're gonna repair our armor. Overall. Yeah, that's a good call here.
Soldiers, rise.
Beautifully. Beautifully. The Vikings. That was an exclusive look at the upcoming King Arthur Legion 9. I hope you enjoy your stay. I hope you are intrigued as much as I am. I'm definitely going to put this on my wish list, and we are going to return when the game is releasing. Thanks a lot for tuning in on this turn-based special, and thanks a lot to Neocore for letting us having here an exclusive look behind the scenes before release